Welcome to the Journey Onwards, or TJO for short. Now, to answer the obvious questions of what is this and why does it exist, I'd like to start with what inspired me to create this in the first place, and also why now? Now, 2020 was largely characterized by the COVID pandemic, something that arguably impacted every single one of us. One of those impacts being the restrictions on our ability to freely interact and socialize as much as we once could, be it with friends, family, loved ones, or even your local hairdresser, who may well fall under one of those previous three categories. This time in isolation and lockdown, it allowed me to reflect on the value of those close to us and also how quick time passes. New babies are born, the children grow up quick, and unfortunately also lives are lost, my family included. But even as I look back before the pandemic existed, something that is hard to imagine sometimes. One thing that has been a constant through all the joys and hardships, one thing that hasn't changed is how close my family have remained and how they've been there for each other, especially from my parents' generation. So what precedes is a series of conversations that I hold with members of my family from my generation and the generation before, who all share something in common, which is their journey from growing up in East Africa to, for various different reasons, finding a new home here in the UK. While over the years I've heard various stories of the risks and adventures that some of them went on, something that my dad is able to recall to the exact month it happened, but still not know where he just put the remote control. I did also realize there's still so much of their journeys that I just don't know. I have been fortunate enough to visit the place where my dad and his siblings spent most of their childhood, in Jinja, Uganda, a place they used to call a paradise. Now, while visually it wasn't quite the same when I went, the stories I was told were as vivid as ever. So, as a gift and tribute to my family, past, present, and future, as well as those of you who are just generally interested in life growing up in Africa, especially at a time when political unrest completely changed the lives of so many of them, I present to you this compilation of the journey of the lives of those in my family, so that their stories, the lessons they learn, and the key messages they'd like to share live onwards through the generations to come. My name is Dattani, and I'm truly grateful that you've tuned in.